On a deserted highway, newlyweds Liv and Will embark on their honeymoon trip. It seems like the perfect romantic getaway. Will relaxes in his seat, smiling, unaware that Liv's expression slowly twists into something dark and unreadable. Just a day earlier, while packing for the trip, Liv discovered something horrifying on Will's laptop, proof that her husband had been secretly seeing another woman. But what shatters her most isn't the affair itself, it's reading the messages where Will promises his mistress that he'll leave Liv soon. For a newlywed dreaming of lifelong happiness, it feels like the cruelest betrayal imaginable. Heartbroken and furious, Liv's love turns to vengeance. The thought of killing her husband grows stronger with every mile, and this honeymoon becomes her perfect opportunity. She already has a plan. Will has a crippling fear of heights. So, when they reach a cliff, Liv gently encourages him to face his fears, saying it's time to conquer them. Under her soft persuasion, Will hesitates, but steps closer to the edge. Liv holds his hand, smiling reassuringly. To lower his guard, she even takes a selfie of them together. Then, just as Will turns to admire the view, Liv quietly steps back and raises her hand, ready to push him. But before she can act, a woman passing by interrupts, asking for directions. Will turns to help, and the perfect moment is gone. Liv hides her frustration behind a smile, but swears she won't give up. She'll kill him before the honeymoon ends. New ideas swirl in her mind. Maybe hit him with a rock while he's distracted, or lure a bear toward their tent with food. No, that's too messy. A car crash? Too risky. She could die too. It has to look like a natural accident. Her next opportunity comes when they sign up for a rafting trip, the perfect public accident. While Will is packing, Liv sneaks to the raft, pulls out a small knife, and cuts the strap of a seat. When Will climbs aboard, fastening himself in, his death is already set in motion. As they drift downstream, the waves grow rough. Liv's heart races as they hit the rapids. The raft tilts just as she planned, and Will loses his balance, plunging into the river. He thrashes helplessly, calling for help. Liv instinctively reaches out, maybe just to sell her act, but then another wave hits, pulling her under too. She thinks it's the end, but to her surprise, Will dives in to save her. Both survive. That night, they raise their glasses to celebrate their miraculous escape. As Liv looks at him, doubt creeps in. For a brief moment, she hesitates. Should she really kill him? But later that night, her uncertainty turns back into rage when she catches Will sneaking off to call another woman, the same mistress he promised to leave. The next day, they go on a forest hike, but just as they reach the entrance, a beautiful woman calls out Will's name. Liv's gut twists. It must be her. The look on Will's face confirms it. Pretending not to notice, Liv asks casually who she is. Will quickly explains she's a former colleague named Kara. Kara smiles warmly, hugs Liv, and suggests they all hike together. Just then, Kara's boyfriend walks up, and after brief introductions, Kara insists the four of them hike together. The forest is silent except for their footsteps. Soon, Liv finds herself walking beside Kara's boyfriend and quietly confirms her suspicion. Kara is the woman who's been in contact with Will. Liv watches her closely. Later, they stop by a river with a breathtaking view. Kara slips into the water for a swim while Will wanders off to relieve himself, his eyes lingering on Kara until he suddenly slips and falls into a pit. Kara rushes to help, looking terrified for him, and that moment confirms everything for Liv. Her anger returns, stronger than ever. That night, the group drinks together. Back in their room, Liv passes out on the floor, unsure how long she's been asleep. When she wakes, Will is gone. Half conscious, she grabs his phone and finds a message. "Meet me at the waterfall at 1 a.m., from Kara. Rage consumes her. Without hesitation, Liv storms out into the heavy rain. When she reaches the waterfall, she spots a lone figure in a raincoat standing near the edge. Without thinking, she runs forward and pushes the traitor off the cliff. Back at the lodge, her heart pounds. Married only a week, and her husband has already betrayed her. What's done is done. Now she must cover her tracks. She showers carefully, deletes the message from Kara, wipes down every surface, and rehearses her alibi in the mirror. Then comes a knock on the door. Her blood runs cold. Maybe it's Kara's boyfriend, or Will. Taking a deep breath, she opens the door and freezes. Will is standing there, but she just pushed him off a cliff. Shocked, Liv slams the door. Opens it again, he's still there. Too real to be a hallucination. Hiding her panic, Liv listens as Will apologizes, saying he passed out in the game room after drinking and never left the hotel. Which means the person she pushed wasn't Will. It must have been Kara. Soon, Kara's boyfriend begins to panic. He can't reach her. Liv stays silent, realizing she killed the wrong person. Kara's boyfriend calls the police, and a rescue team starts searching. Tourists join in. Liv and will go along, but she has another goal. Before pushing the figure last night, she'd thrown away a necklace Will had given her. She needs to retrieve it before anyone finds it. During a rest stop, she spots it near Will's foot. While pretending to massage his twisted ankle, she discreetly picks it up. Finally, she relaxes until she sees Will's anxious face. Quietly, she wishes Kara would stay lost in the woods forever. But things don't go her way. The rescue team finds Kara alive, but severely injured. Lev's heart tightens. Kara might expose everything. However, at the hospital, doctors reveal Kara suffered a traumatic brain injury and remembers nothing from the incident. To Liv, that's the best news imaginable. She even pretends to comfort her. Days pass. Life feels normal again, almost like that night never happened. But one morning, Liv overhears devastating news. Kara has died from her injuries. Her boyfriend breaks down in tears. Overwhelmed with guilt, Liv hides in a corner and sobs uncontrollably. After a long while, she gathers herself and returns to the hotel, only for Will to suddenly grab her hand. Without a word, he drags her outside. The police are now investigating Kara's death. Afraid their affair might come to light, Will finally confesses. He admits he once had a relationship with Kara, but swears it's long over. Desperate, he begs Liv to give him an alibi, claiming she's the only one who can prove he was in their room that night. Hearing this, Liv laughs bitterly. Even now, he's still lying, still manipulating her. Moments later, the police approach, asking both of them to come to the lobby for questioning. At the lobby, he calmly tells the officers that he and Liv stayed in their room all night. Liv doesn't expose him. After all, his lie protects her too. The police thank them for their cooperation but ask them to remain available until the investigation concludes. Will smiles, pretending everything is fine. But inside, something in Liv has finally died. Back in the city, Liv and Will live together, but their home feels cold, like two strangers sharing the same space. During a party at Liv's mother's house, Will suddenly pulls her aside, looking anxious. He tells her the police just called. Kara didn't die by accident. She was pushed. If they investigate everyone close to Kara, Will knows his affair will be exposed. Desperate to protect his reputation, he confesses everything to Liv once again and begs her to lie for him. What he doesn't realize is that Liv is the real killer. Still, to protect herself, she acts calm and forgiving. She tells Will to hand over every message he exchanged with Kara so they can erase all traces before the police find them. Luckily, Kara used burner phones for texting and deleted messages after sending them, so those are safe. But the real problem is the emails. As Will talks, thinking Liv has forgiven him, he describes how he and Kara met in secret and how he even gave her a spare key to their house. That final revelation shatters what little emotion Liv had left. Still, she focuses on destroying the evidence. She sends Will to the office, where they had used company emails to communicate. He deletes everything successfully, and afterward, they visit Kara's house to comfort her boyfriend. Pretending to be kind, they find a spare key and quietly take it, erasing every physical connection between Will and Kara. Just as they leave, police arrive to ask a few more questions. At the station, Will and Liv stick to their story. They claim they barely knew Kara, only exchanging a few polite words during the trip. With no solid evidence, the police release them. But soon after, Kara's boyfriend is arrested as the prime suspect. During the investigation, police discover a stash of cash, a fake ID, and a new apartment lease under his name. Evidence suggesting Kara might have been planning to leave him. Yet he denies it all, claiming they were deeply in love and talking about marriage. Detectives sense something's off. They push him harder, but he stays silent. When news of his arrest reaches Will and Liv, Will admits he knows the truth. That night in the woods, Kara's boyfriend had proposed, but Kara turned him down because she still loved Will and wanted to run away with him. Liv quickly realizes they can use this to their advantage. If the police think the boyfriend was rejected, he'll look even more suspicious. But Will refuses to lie further, afraid of getting caught. Meanwhile, new witnesses report seeing Kara crying alone in the hallway that night. With that clue, detectives grow more convinced the boyfriend snapped and took revenge. Still, without concrete proof, it remains just a theory. For now, the police focus solely on him. Liv finally relaxes, believing her troubles are over, until her mother finds a set of Kara's photos hidden in the house. Seeing them, her mother finally understands what Liv has been through and begs her to leave Will. But Liv refuses. She says she chose this marriage herself, and even if it ends in tears, she'll walk the road to the end. Her mother, furious yet heartbroken, threatens to take the photos to the police. But before she can, Liv blurts out the truth. She's the real killer. Her mother gasps in shock, quickly covering her mouth and whispering, "Don't say another word. If that man caused all this, make sure he takes the blame. Use your head." Liv stares at the photos, hatred burning inside her. If not for Will, she would never have become this monster. So, she begins plotting one last act of revenge. Coincidentally, Kara's boyfriend is released due to lack of evidence. He visits Liv, desperate for answers, asking if Kara ever mentioned leaving him. Liv stays calm and tells him, "Come to my house tonight. I'll give you the answer." That evening, Will sets up a candlelight dinner, hoping to make peace and win back her heart. But Liv isn't planning reconciliation, only retribution. As they argue, Kara's boyfriend bursts in, demanding the truth. Liv manipulates the moment, provoking Will into admitting his affair with Kara. Furious, the boyfriend attacks him. A violent fight breaks out, and within seconds, Will is knocked unconscious. The enraged man then grabs Liv by the throat, ready to kill her too. In panic, she grabs a stone ornament and swings it. Blood splatters, she kills again. Both are later taken to the police station. Bound together by lies, they maintain their false alibi. The court eventually rules the boyfriend's death as manslaughter. Days pass, and life appears to return to normal, but the trust between them is gone forever. Liv can't forgive Will's betrayal. When she asks for a divorce, he refuses, threatening her instead. "If you leave me," he says coldly, "I'll tell the police it wasn't manslaughter. You murdered him." Liv freezes. She never expected him to use her secret against her. The fear quickly turns into rage. If Will wants war, she'll end it her way. She pretends to give in, but secretly begins recording him. One night, she coaxes him into admitting that the man's death was accidental. Once she has the recording, she'll finally be free. A few weeks later, Will takes Liv to the airport. They're flying to London. Seeing her calm smile, he believes she's forgiven him. But he has no idea he's walking into her trap. Just as they're about to board, police suddenly appear and escort them to an interrogation room. The detectives who questioned them before play a video, an intimate recording of Will and Kara together. This single video shatters his lies and proves the affair he tried so hard to hide. Now, the police suspect Will himself is the killer. Within minutes, he's arrested for Kara's murder, completely unaware that Liv was the one who leaked the video. As he's taken away, a cold, twisted smile creeps across Liv's face. But that alone isn't enough. To seal his fate, she plays the perfect victim, crying, trembling, pretending to be heartbroken. She tells detectives she can't believe her husband could do such a thing and, as if remembering something by accident, mentions that Will wasn't in their hotel room the night Kara died. With that, suspicion turns fully on him. Later, she provides one last piece of evidence, the raincoat Kara was wearing the night she fell. It was Will's. No one else knew that. Liv had mistaken Kara for Will that night, and that's why she pushed her. Forensics confirm Will's DNA on the coat. Now, with both physical and testimonial proof, Will is convicted and sent to prison. Life goes quiet for Liv again. She lives alone, calm and composed, as if nothing ever happened. But one day, a call comes from the prison. It's Will. He wants to see her one last time. Out of curiosity, or guilt, Liv agrees. When they meet, Will's face is pale and filled with bitterness. He tells her he finally knows she's the one who killed Kara. After months behind bars, he's pieced everything together. But one question still haunts him. Why didn't she kill him that night? Why Kara instead? Liv stares at him, her face unreadable. Then, in a quiet, icy voice, she simply says, "I hate you." So that's it. Hope you enjoy the story. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos.